Welcome to the Rankum Podcast reaction show, where we are going to yell at each other about whether pizza cold is good or not.
That's why I do my mushroom hunting on cow farms.
Got it.
Don't do that. That's a felony.
Well, you know.
Garrett told me about this TikTok he saw where this guy ate his roommate's pizza.
I think I sent it to you, Dad.
And the roommate was like, "Did you eat my pizza?" "Yeah, I was really hungry, so I left you like $10. "You ate my pizza."
She's like, "That's my pizza."
I don't think you send that to
Oh,
me.
he's like, he says, the chick says, "You ate my pizza," and he was like, "Yeah, I left you $20. I'm sorry." She's like, "That was my pizza." He just goes, "The mushrooms were really dry on that pizza. I'm not going to work today, am I?" She was like, "No, you're not." So she grabs her car keys, and he's like, "Where are you going?" She's like, "I'm going to get you Taco Bell and something that's fuzzy."
You definitely.
It's gonna be a while.
You definitely didn't send that to me.
I will find it and I will send it to you. 'Cause I thought it
Garrett
was
told me
so-
about it, and I was
I thought
like,
it was
that's pretty funny.
Like, I'm not going to work today, am I? No, you are not.
I'm not big into the TikTok,
That was,
but that was pretty
my
good.
pizza.
That was
Right.
my pizza.
Did you eat that pizza that was on the stove? Yeah, I was really hungry. Sorry, I left you like $20. It was my pizza. I left you $20. It was my pizza. Oh, those mushrooms were really dry.
Just
I'm not going to work today, am I? No, you're not.
So do you guys eat pizza rolls straight out of the freezer? Because
I
you're
don't eat
stupid
pizza
fucking
rolls.
monsters?
I don't eat pizza rolls,
pizza
period.
rolls because I'm a fucking adult.
right.
Oh, sorry. Do you eat your Hot Pockets straight out of the freezer since you're adults?
I don't eat those.
How was your ham and cheese fucking sandwich at work the other day, you chode?
I had to work late one night, and I came home, and I said to a producer, Ash, was like, "What'd you have for dinner?" And she's like, "Pizza rolls!" Like, really excited. Like, and I'm like, okay, then. That's weird. You're that thrilled about pizza rolls.
I haven't had pizza rolls in a long time, but during quarantine, I ate a bunch of pizza rolls and a bunch of ramen noodles. It was like I was back in college.
I like ramen noodles, but pizza rolls.
Say I had ramen noodles the other night.
I don't cook them on a stovetop. Do you guys cook ramen noodles on stovetop?
Yeah.
It depends.
I do it on the microwave.
Gotcha.
I will go. I'll go Keurig. Sometimes just use the Keurig water. Just don't put a
Right.
K
Interesting.
cup in.
Never done that.
I filter one water out through first, so it's not all coffee-y,
Uh-huh.
and then, but done that before.
So I
The
do
old cup of noodles.
I do bowl and then the brick of ramen.
Right.
Put that in there. Crush it up and then pour it in. And then like about 2 minutes-ish. It's been over 6 months since I've made them. But like 2 minutes-ish in the microwave. Pour it out, stir it up, put a whole bunch of hot sauce in there, stir it up, throw it back in. About another 2.5 minutes, pull it out, put your mixing in there, stir it back up, is mucho gusto. As opposed to the 30 minutes that it takes other people to eat ramen noodles.
I mean, I cooked 2 packs of ramen noodles and was standing at the stove for maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, see, I do microwave,
2.5.
and I go and sit down
A-hole.
and don't stand at the stove. I don't have to boil water.
Yeah, but it's better that way.
I don't think it is.
It's like, do you microwave your pizza rolls?
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of putting them in the oven?
Yeah. I don't. Who has time? First of all, who has time
First
to
of all.
preheat the oven for fucking pizza rolls?
I mean,
If I want pizza rolls, I want them now, not in 10 minutes. I want them in 2.5 minutes.
Not wrong.
And this is the same argument that you used for Pop-Tarts. Well, I want Pop-Tarts. I don't have time to put them in the toaster.
Well,
It'll
yeah,
be
'cause-
ridiculous.
yeah, because with Pop-Tarts, if you're starting the day, you got shit to do. Like,
Who eats Pop-Tarts in the morning?
well, I mean,
Not you. You got them for lunch the other day.
no. I got them for a snack at work. And I literally just had one of the packages of Pop-Tarts, which for me
Well,
is
that wasn't-
saying something.
Wasn't saying that you ate a whole 84 box.
Yeah, Zach.
Yeah.
I intentionally sidetracked us from cold pizza, which is bad.
It's fine. It's
just-
fine. Just like cold pizza. It's fine.
No, I don't know what your hang up is there.
I don't like biting into cold anything.
I mean,
Like I
The
don't.
Don Garwood response to that is, "Oh, you don't like ice cream sandwiches, huh? Don't like popsicles. Don't like salad. Don't like." So that's my rebuttal.
Like I don't. It's.
Do with that information what you will.
I think
fix
it's maybe
some
like
sort
the
of word.
cold and congealed grease.
Right, that's the best
in-
part.
No,
I understand that.
That's like another
And
topic.
it hits my tongue and hits my gag reflex at the same time. No me gusta.
Anything.
And we just never
anything
had.
else at the old gag reflex.
No. Usually nothing else hits it. Pretty good with it.
Gotcha.
Maybe pickled beets.
Yeah.
Pickled anything except for pickles.
I was gonna say I don't like pickled anything.
Pickled cucumbers, I guess, are good. But other than that,
Everything else sucks. I think there are some pizzas, and I think depending on the place, there are some pizzas that are better than others at if you eat cold. But overall, if we're just talking in generalities, cold pizza's pretty good.
no. So thin crust, thick crust.
I would rather
Which
have a
is,
thick crust
is thick
versus
crust
a thin
just the
crust.
same as pan?
No, pan is
Pan is just like medium, right?
no,
Is-
pan is like the like well
you saying Pam?
so
Pam
like
with a B?
when I worked at the pizza establishment
uh-huh.
That no one can out pizza.
that nobody can out pizza. Like pan was the thickest crust. That it went pan, hand tossed, and then thin crust. Which the
Right.
thin
so
crust
so
is
pan
garbage.
is thick crust.
Yes.
Even though you just told Don it was not.
Right. When I said is pan thick crust, and you said no, pan is the thickest crust.
Oh, I misheard you. Then I'm sorry.
Interesting. So yeah, hand tossed is medium.
Yes.
If you were to gauge them, I would rather do pan than hand tossed than thin. Thin crust is just
Thin crust is garbage.
not good. And I think that there are times when it's okay.
Nope.
Like a margarita pizza, I think is what they're called.
Depends on how much stuff you're trying to slap on that bad boy.
Now I had when I was at East Chicago, I got cauliflower crust pizza, and that was thin crust,
On
and it was
purpose?
phenomenal. Yes, on purpose.
All right.
It was phenomenal. You couldn't tell the difference between the cauliflower crust and
And the
normal
regular thin crust because they both suck.
Like you
It-
couldn't tell
It was really good.
because you were drunk.
I had been drinking, and it was the
I'm
first.
not gonna lie to
It
you.
was the first time I'd had pizza in like a month or so. So
Like the only thin crust that I like is like if you get a pizza from Donato's, it comes on a thinner crust, and it's just Donato's is really good, so it outweighs the thinness of the crust.
You got to walk that like thin crust but not a cracker line,
Right.
And that's difficult to do. If you can get a semi-soft thin crust,
yeah, the I think a lot of like New York pizzas are
Or thinner.
thinner,
Yeah.
but they're fluffy,
yes, like they're very gluteny, so they're stretchy.
and those aren't bad. I think that New York pizza is a little overrated.
Ooh.
At least the pizza that I've had from New York wasn't any better than pizza that
Really?
I've had here.
And I'm not like
And it's supposed to be like something in their water that makes the dough better. But the couple like 2-3 times I've had pizza in New York,
it was just all right.
it was just all right. I was like, I would rather go
But then inevitably someone will say, "Oh, well, you didn't go to
correct. I
right.
couldn't
You didn't
tell
go to
where I went.
Ray's Pizza.
I
You
went
didn't
to
go
a
to
random,
Mikey's."
I went to a random shawarma place that had pizza. Not shawarma, but some sort of food that I didn't want, and they had pizza, and I was like, yeah, I'll do that. But of the handful of pizzas that I've had in New York, they weren't that great. They weren't bad.
But they weren't like,
No me gusta.
"Oh my gosh, I gotta come back just for the pizza."
It didn't ruin pizza for me. Like, it wasn't like,
Right.
I'm never going to have pizza this good again in my life.
But like if you had like the Chicago pizza that's like that thick,
I don't. I
Um,
don't like deep dish pizza.
yeah, I'll say
deep dish pizza isn't bad, but I haven't had much of it.
gotcha.
And they kind of look gross because it looks like it's like 3 inches of marinara sauce.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm.
Because they put the marinara sauce on top of everything.
Well, now you know how to say marinara. Before the episode, you're like, marinara.
Yeah.
that is not how you say that.
Marinara sauce. Can I get some mozzarella sticks with some marinara sauce?
That's not how you say that word.
What's your guys' favorite kind of cheese? Craft
That's
singles.
that's a whole.
Right, I say, that's
Don's like, you fucking slumlords and your goddamn craft. No, that's a whole other episode, brother. That is
Cheese
a whole,
Whiz.
Well, how much time do we got?
About 45 minutes next episode.
Oh, I was gonna say like 45 seconds because right as it said 45, you're like 45. I'm like, oh man, Don's got
Internal
eyes
clock.
everywhere.
I can see the mirror behind you. There is no mirror behind you. You
Oh
can
my
find me
gosh.
on Twitter at Donnie_G. You can find Zach on Twitter at Zach Seawright. The H is for hate. And you can find Garrett at Garrett Seawright on Twitter, OnlyFans, Pornhub,
None of those
Instagram,
last two.
tagged. And then
Nobody has tag.com. You'll
You can
find us
find the
next
podcast.
time on Rankin Podcast, 93.1 The Fan, blah, blah, blah.